guys, what's up? I have some news in regards to IllFonic that might affect Predator Hunting Ground's future. They made a post on their social media in which they stated, "Today we had to accept the harsh reality that the state of the industry has impacted us here at IllFonic. It is with the heaviest of hearts that cuts to our teams had to be made today as we realign it to our refined strategy. There's a lot of talent in this group, and if you or your team is hiring, please reach out so people can be connected to open roles. Thank you." By Charles Brungart, CEO and founder of IllFonic. Well, I'm surprised because I really thought that by doing the Xbox release, they would get a lot of money out of people, out of like new players. Like they have a whole branch of players from another platform, and also a new release on PlayStation, which they charged a good amount of money for that, and also everything. I think even on PC, I kind of brought like some new players because I saw some new players that added me on PC that also started playing the game. So it is a surprise for me that they are actually going, maybe I don't know, bankrupt. They don't have money to pay their employees, so they are firing people. And this is a problem because less people working on the company means less people working on the game, because the game relies on these people from IllFonic working. So I'm not sure exactly like which sector, I don't know exactly how the branches in this company IllFonic works, but they have like probably different groups working in different games. They have Killer Clowns, and I think Predators are now, these two games are like their most active ones, and this means I don't know if they which like these people, if they are the ones working at Predator, that they have been fired. But regardless, it means less people working at IllFonic, so there's gonna be less stuff done. And eventually, if things keep going like this, it's not a bad sign, because this might be like be showing us that the support on Predator Grounds might end soon. I mean, they still have like the Predator DLCs, which I think that from what I've been seeing people talk to in Discord, they are saying that they have the obligation because of the contract. Since they already like mentioned that they're gonna have to release DLCs, so they might be forced to do it, but maybe it's gonna be like a lower quality than we have seen before. Yeah. So I don't know, like this is bad because of two reasons. Not just like we might be looking at like the game running out of support. There's not gonna be support more in this game in regards to the developers. There might be less updates, and if they make updates, the updates might be of a lower quality or bring more problems to the game, because we're already seeing that even with IllFonic working their full team at their best, when they make an update, it still brings problems, it still brings new bugs, it breaks the game. Like we saw like when they made the next update, last update on October 1st, when we started the game, everybody was level 1, everybody got reseted, everybody lost, like at first, like I think they couldn't sync the user information with the new version of the game, so everybody was like level 1 at the first hours of the update. They had to turn off the game, turn off the servers, and have to like redo whatever. So it's already a mess. This is a very bad company, and I think it explains why this is happening. I mean, their management, or like in regards to their money or just everything in this company is just so bad. Like I'm not surprised, because I always talking about how incompetent the people at IllFonic are, and they probably are not managing everything that they do properly, because their games, I have a good idea of how much the stuff that they do can cost, because I know people that know more about this technical game developing stuff, whatever. And the stuff that they usually do in this game, which lately has been just skins, it doesn't take long, it's not really something that is much expensive to do, and they can get a lot of money from it. The new release, the Predator skins, the Predator DLCs, they are very easy. They have been relying on cash and grabs DLC for the last 2-3 years, maybe, I don't know. But they had so much chances of getting, like, I'm just surprised at how they don't have money, because they focus so much on getting money out of the cheapest way possible without having actually to spend money. Like they don't really put much effort into their games, you know. They make very cheap games, they just copy and paste a lot of stuff, they make very cheap DLCs to sell, people buy it, and they just get a lot of money from it. And I'm like, how did they fuck this up? Like, I don't know, maybe there's some corruption there, maybe someone that worked there like took some funds from one source and just stole it. I don't know like what goes back there, but I think this message here from this guy, the CEO, I think it just sounds very fake, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a big critic of IllFonic. I saw how they behaved over the years, because I've been following the game since launch, and I saw how they just acted, how they acted in a very, I mean, I don't think they're like evil, like bad people most of the time, but they are just very like deceiving and lying, or just like they always try to like take away, like not be honest. They're just always try to hide information. They're never honest, because they cannot just admit how incompetent and how bad they are at their own jobs. So they're just kind of like just try to go around like reality, you know. And I saw them make a lot of promises because I've been following this game for 4 years, guys. I saw like in the forums IllFonic promising that big things are happening to the game. I'll just keep playing, keep supporting us because we have big plans for the game and this and that. They have been talking so much bullshit, and it was all lies. And even I just saw some stuff. I know how they behave. I know how they acted, and how they, like, I saw people like that I know personally which reported a lot of bugs, a lot of problems with the game. Try to even assist IllFonic in fixing problems with the game, like giving them people have given IllFonic even tutorial videos on how bugs happen in the game and how like to fix them, and even then they were ignored. So I don't even know what these people, I mean, they said they fired some people at IllFonic, but what did these people even do? Because they don't do much in the game. At least in Predator Hunting Grounds, apparently they had some people now because of the new release on October 1st. They had more people working in the game, and I'm like, what are those people even doing? Because they have people working in the game, but they're not doing shit. So I mean, in this situation, I'm like, I don't even get it. Like, if they're not doing anything, why are they even working there? Why do IllFonic even have that many employees if they don't do anything in the game? If there are people working in Predator Hunting Grounds, why they're not doing like a monthly updates or even weekly patches? Because there are so many problems in the game. If you go to the IllFonic forums and you see the report section, we have so many bug reports. We have so many people talking about this is happening in the game, we have this problem, this. They never listen to feedback. They ignore all the feedback. They ignore everything that the players that are supporting the game. Even to buy, I saw people that have bought even the physical edition release. Like they released a new physical edition on PS5, which comes with Jungle Hunter, the pre-order exclusive that nobody had a chance to get after the pre-order, which comes with a bunch of DLCs. It's really expensive. And even then, there are Predator fans that bought it. So they must have gotten even more money with that. I'm like, they have gotten so much money out of the Xbox release from Xbox people, from PlayStation players that had to pay for the upgrade, like to be able to play on PS5. The people that were on PS4, they had to pay like to buy the game again, you know, even with a discount, but they still have to buy the game again to keep playing it. Like, are they going bankrupt? Or maybe they're just cutting employees because they don't care anymore, and maybe this guy, the CEO, just want to take all the money for himself. And he's like, oh, let's just like ship DLCs for over the next month, get more money. I'll just take this money and just do whatever I want. I don't need, because I mean, if they're not doing much progress in the game, they're not really working, they're not adding really more content besides new skins for Predators, which is something you don't even have to do like your own company. Like in case for like Wolf in this game was done by a third party. They hired this guy to make Wolf for them. It wasn't even done. It was like outsourced, you know. Some Predator DLCs in this game, they weren't even done by the IllFonic team. They just hired someone else, you know, a third party to do it for them. So maybe that's what they're gonna do over the next ones, you know. They just make they just hired someone to make the next DLCs, and that's all the content they promise in the game anyway. So maybe that's their plan. They don't need more people working. They don't need a team on Hunting Grounds. They don't need more employees because they can just hire a third party to just make the next part of the DLCs, and that's all there is to it. But well, bad news, everyone. Maybe the days of Predator Hunting Grounds are just the days are coming. Like the days are counted here. Who knows? I really don't know. This really got me off guard. I was really not expecting much news this year. I was expecting them to release maybe the Gladiator Predator this week or the next one, and I mean that was gonna be it until next year. But this is a surprise. Maybe the days are numbered, and maybe Predator Hunting Grounds might run out of the support. But I don't think this means that like the game is gonna die. I mean, no. I think the game is just gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same thing that was like last year. Last year we had no update. I think pretty much like a real update on the game for a whole year, and the game is just stale. The game it gets stuck in like in a limbo. It doesn't go anywhere. There are still people playing. There's still active player base that is active in the game, but nothing really changes. At least they fixed some of the more major breaking bugs before this happened. But now I guess, well, this is the news, guy. I hope that if you guys have any questions or know more information about this, please inform me, because as of now it just looks like Predator Hunting Grounds' future might be in trouble.